one of which is the play of Corliss Williamson. And tonight, he comes back to Toronto for the first time since he was traded to Detroit.
Joe Dumars will readily tell you he hated to part with Jerome Williams. However, he's very happy to have Corliss Williamson in the Pistons mix. This guy can play, Fred. Since joining the Pistons, he's averaging 15 points a game, shooting 53% from the floor, coming off a real nice game against these Raptors last week at the Palace with 23 points.
And because Corliss was manhandling Mo Peterson, look for the ex-Piston Jerome Williams to come off the bench and get a lot of time trying to defend the Big Nasty.
Morris Peterson is guarding, at this particular moment, Ben Wallace.
Williamson puts it up and down, count it. A typical signature bucket from Williamson in the post, and he'll look for a three-point play.
He shoots this thing with his left hand. Faces up on Oakley, takes him to the right with strength. There's the bump, there's the foul, and then switches to the left hand and kisses it off the window. Great start once again for Corliss Williamson.
Indeed, a late adjustment for him as Oakley picked up the foul. Corliss hearing a smattering of boos here. He liked playing here. He lost his starting job and then asked to be traded because he felt he deserved to be a starter. Toss to Williamson, one-on-one with Oakley. Rebound back to Williamson, powered it home. It went off the hand of Wallace. And Williamson and Smith have combined for 10 points in a meeting with the Knicks in the first round of the playoffs, and the Raptors would have home court.
That's why it was so perplexing that Toronto would come up flat against Milwaukee in a game which really had a lot of meaning for them.
Williamson to the hole, and he scores. Corliss with a strength, he's got 7. Any play by Dana. Pistons back on the attack. Williamson inside, scores, and a foul. He continues to be a handful for the Raptors. He'll look for his 10th point. What a pleasant surprise Corliss has been. Joe Dumars will address his edition a little bit later in the telecast, but enjoy the work of the Big Nasty. Pistons by 5.
I saw Corliss play. I played against him, Greg, and I knew he was a good player. But I didn't know all the facets of his game. He got here, and within 2 weeks, I was saying to myself, wow, he can play. Reminds me of Adrian Dantley, how he catches the ball, he turns, he sizes the guys up. He's very deliberate, very strong around the basket, a kind of an undersized post-up player that can flat out score with the best of them around the basket. If I say myself, if I must say myself, I think he's been a tremendous pickup for us.
Foul was assessed to Cardinal, by the way. Williamson now against Clark. Looking, throwing a bevy of Raptors at him. Williamson stuck it in. I think Keon Clark was expecting a pass. He looked him off, and then he snuck it in there. Shot clock at 10. Williamson darts inside, muscles it down. Corliss Williamson. I am amazed at his ability to do that in traffic. 82 all. Near steal, in fact, it has been stolen by Williamson.
Great D. Much needed.
Need a good shot here. Crowd wanting another stop. Carter's on Atkins. Chucky not thinking about taking it at him though. Stackhouse looks at the shot clock. Has to fire a bomb. In and out, tipped in. Williamson got a fingertip on it. We're tied at 84.
But boy, it hung tantalizingly on the rim. And you don't normally get that from a shot that far out. Okay, this is what set it all up. Corliss Williamson anticipating and getting in the passing lane and getting the theft. And then at this point, the Pistons opt to go without the timeout. Jerry Stackhouse a moment ago with the off shot. Corliss Williamson able to tip it in. So 2 good plays, 2 game-saving plays perhaps by Corliss Williamson on the tap and then the steal.